Hello friends and welcome back to the channel for war number 11 of season 53. Only 2 wars left in this season, and in this tactic for that matter. And today we have a matchup against Evo. Big war for Omega Sentinel today. She's on the team along with Photon, and we're going to be supplying an Odin pre-fight for ourselves as well. Let's jump right in. Starting off today on path number 6, we have a Sinister here on node 6 with a bunch of nodes that we're going to pretty much ignore with Omega Sentinel. Starting off with the heal block pre-fight here. This is roughly a, I want to say like a 25-27 second fight with Omega Sentinel. Yeah, rank 3 with class advantage against a Ascended 6-star. And he cannot heal, of course, because of the heal block pre-fight. He's very cooperative with his special 1s, and it's only going to take a single special 2 here to pretty much annihilate him. We've got all 3 heal block debuffs up, firing off that special 2. We get the extra plasma from the prowess, and down he goes. Alright, moving on, we have a Photon here on node 15 with aggression prowess. Going to be using Omega Sentinel here as well. Heal block pre-fight again, because remember with the attack tactic, the heal block pre-fight also allows us to safely parry and hit into her while she's untouchable, which I will do several times here. So main goal here is to get all 3 of our debuffs up. They're all going to be heal blocks. I'm never going to switch out of that mode here. And then again, you're going to see me safely parry her and hit into her while she's untouchable. Once we get 2 up, we're going to keep them paused until we're ready to fire off that special 2, baiting out 1 more special 1 here, and then we're going to end in a medium to get our 3rd heal block, fire off the special 2, and this is going to apply our 4 incinerates. And despite Photon's energy resistance, it's still doing quite a bit of damage here. And then we can combo. I probably should have done a striker there, but she was cooperative and just sat still and then melted. Alright, up in section 2, we're on path 9 here. We have a hazard shift SAURON here. I've already placed my Odin pre-fights for the shock resistance. And again, we're going to go with the heal block pre-fight here to trigger the attack tactic. This, again, just a very, very short fight with Omega Sentinel. She is absolutely crushing all of these assigned fights. These are all like, you know, I think the longest one of these fights with her was like 37 seconds, 39 seconds or so. Just really, really speedy attacker. And that's what happens when you have one of the highest base attacks in the game. I think we apply a bunch of incinerates or plasmas here because he has some prowess. We have the 3rd heal block right here, firing off the special 2, and a bunch of plasma there, 12,000 damage per second, and down he goes. Alright, moving on to the only non-quick fight we have here today. This is an Onslaught on 36, again with Hazard Shift, and one eye open, which doesn't really matter because you don't really want to parry him anyways. So we're going to be using Photon here, and I have sped this fight up significantly because this is like a 3-minute fight, roughly. And I play this very conservatively. I really try my best to play around the shock phase, which is why this fight takes so long. I considered briefly just skipping Photon entirely and just using Omega Sentinel and just trying to like power through the neuroshocks with her. But you know, when I discussed it with DLL, the other planner, we both kind of felt that I was just overthinking it and that Photon was going to be fine. I do have power backs running here. I don't think that I take full advantage of them really. And again, like I'm playing this. Other players will probably play this much more aggressively than I would. My biggest issue with fighting Onslaught still is that I'm just not comfortable pushing him to his special 2 because I don't have a lock on dexing that special 2 with the reverse controls up, and I don't want to risk taking degen at all because that's like a good way to kill yourself in this fight. So we fire off the special 2. We've got Pure Light Form active. Again, we're kind of wasting a lot of Pure Light Form time here, needing to bait out heavies from him because I'm not really, again, I'm not comfortable, I'm not quite there with the special 1 punish with every champ, which I talked about in the previous war, but we'll get there eventually. Either way, like, this is a very, very safe fight. If you do happen to get, you know, a couple shocks on you here or there, as you've seen me get, her energy resistance takes care of a lot of the damage, so you're not going to just completely melt away if you get a couple shocks on you. My Photon, I think at this point, still only Sig 20. I think I popped 10 Sigs into her after the fact, which didn't really help me here, of course. But yeah, Photon, just such an underrated attacker. Very, very strong. and very reliable too, which is one thing I really enjoy about playing her, and other attackers that I like too. I like reliable attackers. Waiting for the bleed phase, and then pretty much just one more combo here. We've triggered Pure Light Form again, doesn't matter, and down he goes. Alright, we finally got ourselves a win. 4 kills for me, 0 deaths, and our record improves back up to 500 at 5-5. We have 1 war left in the season. We'll see where the leaderboard ends up putting us. If we'll get, another Master Alliance around us in the leaderboard, or if it's just going to put us with like the next alliance below us, like it did, I think, for this matchup. So I think somebody did the math, and we're like 180-some thousand points out of Masters. Accounting for that canceled war. I have no idea if we're able to make up that difference in one war. But I'm not really expecting to make Masters at this point. So if we do, that'll be a nice treat. But a 6-5 record doesn't really feel like we would have earned it. But we'll see what happens. In any case, if you've enjoyed this, please let me know by hitting that like button. And as always, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again next time.